Recording is on.
It is the 12th of November, 2020. WIKISPEED, stand up. Go ahead, Lauren.
Okay, this is Lauren Salter, Gabriel Island, British Columbia, Canada. And past week I did not do anything. Coming week I plan to work on the charitable status reporting. And blocks are, see, nothing I can think anyone could help me with. Except, yeah, if somebody wants to do the reporting, but I need to just, my minimum is just to, maybe I'll do it tonight, is just upload my latest, back it up onto SourceForge or GitHub. So that'd be the minimum. And then once that's done, maybe we can talk about somebody else. And that's it for me.
Great. I'm going to flip over here. Take a look. So I didn't post for last week for some reason. So that week, I got the ESP32s talking to the new level sensor. I went through a whole bunch of things, pull-up resistors, and read a whole bunch of stuff, did a bunch of research, and it turns out I moved, or I had one of the wires in the wrong pin location inside the breadboard. When I put it into the right location, it worked like no problem. Well, so at least I got it fixed. So everything now talks to the old level sensor, new level sensor, and they talk to each other. So that's good. Last week there was no recording. My apologies for not making it to the meeting. And I began rolling back the code on the ESP32s, that the two different Bluetooth libraries and the mesh and all that other kind of stuff that I had trying to get it working. I'm going back to a little bit simpler, where the level sensor communicates to the ESP32, goes out the serial port, and goes out the Bluetooth keyboard. And the repeater module is reading data in the serial port and sending it out Bluetooth, and that's about it. I didn't get very far, but that's how it's going. Level sensor enclosure, no progress. Battery inverter, no progress. And the Raspberry Pi car, no progress. And then for next week, I'm hoping to get the Suncatcher board, the steering servos checked out, and get it kind of put back together. I would like to finish my minimum viable product for the mobile battery inverter. It's sort of in the front of my garage now, and I'd like to get it out of there, so some incentive. And editing and posting video as usual. So walks. I got my snow tires done. I still have to do the torque. After 100 kilometers or so, you're supposed to torque them up again, and I haven't done that yet. And that's about it. Back to you, Lauren. You're muted.
And back. And I remember something I did, which was I kind of represented Scrum, because at our Linux meeting, which was the day before last meeting, but we haven't talked since. And there was somebody new who arrived to Gabriola from the US, a network, a real kind of Linux guy. And he was talking about projects he did, so I asked him if he knew about Scrum, and he said yes, he did, and he used it. And then people at the meeting said, "What's Scrum?" So he was very gracious, and he said, "Would you like to explain what Scrum is?" Which I don't mind. I actually like to explain it. So I explained it, and he agreed with the explanation, and people were pretty interested. So that's I did do a little bit of evangelizing. So I'm going to give myself a 3, the team a 8, and process improvement. I think just continue on the like basically the stand-up notifications working. I believe,
Right.
at least from what I'm getting, and so I just think continue with that. And in that connection, I have a little crosstalk, and also a demonstration of something I learned at the Linux meeting with Jitsi. A cool thing.
I am gonna give myself 5 maybe, and I'll go with 7 for the team. Process improvement, I really don't have one. I think the notification is working the way it should be. We haven't resent invitations, so people aren't getting annoyed with us and asking to be removed from the group anymore, which is nice. But if the other thing is, if they had said no to a meeting or no to the coming to the weekly meetings like 5 years ago, they still haven't gotten a new invite. So I'm not sure if that's good or not. Anyway, I guess that pretty much wraps up our stand up. So what would you like to talk about?
Yeah. Okay. So two things about Jitsi. One is that the dial-in quality, I've been told, is really good. I don't know if you want to hear it.
Well, we can.
And it's much faster though. So if you dial in as well, then your voice is going to be way ahead of your mouth because you lose the latency.
Okay.
Which is really interesting.
Uh-huh.
Like people who are new to video conferencing, I play a game where each of us says counts or one. I think we did this too. 1, 2, 3, 4, and like people are shocked at first, and then they actually understand better. Like it's easier for them to follow the meeting. Anyway, we'll put that aside for a minute. I'm going to try something here. Just I'm going to share screen.
Okay.
I'll do a Chrome tab here. Just a minute. Okay. Okay. Right. Okay. You see that?
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. Now. I'm trying to remember how to do this. Today, okay. Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Right. Okay. Do you still see the screen? Do you still see that page, that web page?
Yep, I still see your web page.
Okay. There it goes. Now, haha. How about that?
Okay.
And look, it's actually reversed. So look right there, or look up at the top, or down there.
Okay, well, I see me up in the upper right-hand side, and you're in the lower right-hand side, and it's black screen in the middle.
Oh, it's black. It's supposed to show the page I'm sharing.
Okay, so maybe you missed a click on that one.
Let me try and share the screen again. Let me try one more time. Okay. Screen. Some kind of order you do, so I go back to
Okay, I got the screen now.
Oh yeah, yeah. And so now, uh, what you do is you just say show video again.
Okay, back to black instead.
But yeah, okay, all right. I gotta try do some more to try and master that.
Well, maybe I'll try.
Yeah, yeah. Go ahead, go ahead. So I'm gonna unshare my screen.
Should be able to. Does that work? I don't know. Because it's embedded inside Chrome, I'm not sure it worked. Let's try that one. Share. Okay, and then
Yeah.
I go back. It says stop sharing, sharing window, hide. If I go
So
back
I
to
mean, it's
view,
just automatically it mutes your video, so you just turn your video back on,
okay.
or maybe you just point at your thumb. No. Oh, there you go. Yeah, you did it. Yeah, that's it.
Okay, so it says start stop the camera, so I had to tab back to Chrome, and then okay, and up in the upper right hand side, I see the screen that I'm sharing. Although my
Yeah.
cursor's not moving across it, which is interesting.
But anyway, that's the effect that.
Okay.
So it's sort of cool, especially if you're presenting.
Yeah.
And I
Okay.
guess just stop sharing to turn
Okay.
it off.
Okay. Come on.
And then if you want, I'm going to dial in.
Okay.
But first, I need to mute all the sound, all the audio and video, otherwise to get lots of feedback.
Yep.
So.
Okay, Lauren, it looks like you're talking to yourself, reading yourself the phone number. Oh yeah, you can't hear me anyway because you have everything muted. Oh, you're 12 now. Hello, Lauren.
Hey.
So I think your audio is coming in as 12. So I'm assuming you dialed 1204 something or other.
Yeah.
Yeah, or 1250. Okay.
Anyway, so I'm counting 1, 2, 3.
Would
So,
you believe that the audio is slower than the video?
Oh, interesting. So that my assumption. So that depends on the connection.
Yes.
What does it say on the audio connection? So the audio connection says it's good.
Yeah.
And the video connection also says it's good. So,
Yeah.
okay.
You got a green
so it's
on
coming
there,
in behind.
there.
So interesting.
Yeah, that's.
Yeah.
So it has more to do
Anyway,
with your telephone.
yeah, but in other cases,
I guess.
yeah, no, I mean, this is a cell phone. Actually, a cell phone acting as a landline called Virgin Home Phone. And it gives you a little box. It's not a cell phone. You plug in and it has a battery backup for 24 hours. And it has a RJ232, is it? Or what is it, the telephone plug?
RJ11.
RJ11 on the back. So then you can hook up a really old, you can hook up any pretty much any telephone that has that RJ11.
Okay. Cool.
And you can take it to a hotel room or whatever and get your home things.
Your home phone number. Well, about the only thing that we actually get calls on the home phone is from telemarketers. So we're actually looking at getting rid of our home phone.
Yep. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, that's all I got. You got anything?
No. Nothing besides, boy, I wish I had the motivation to do some more stuff. I actually do have some time. I'd rather sit and play games instead of work on WIKISPEED stuff. So.
Yeah. So that's ongoing kind of a thing. What I try and do is I try and play and do things till I feel decent, and then I do something that's hard to bring myself down to even.
Yeah, well, I guess that.
So do taxes. Do taxes. If you're feeling fabulous, listening to music or playing a game, then do some taxes, and then when it gets down too much, play the game again.
Okay.
Anyway, good talking. We'll talk soon. Some interesting stuff from Joe, I guess.
Yeah, the fact that he's trying to make microfactories inside that metal shed was interesting. I still don't know what the factories make, though.
That's supposed to be general purpose. We talked about it a long time ago. I mean, he told me about it when I was down there. And
I thought it would be making the car.
You know, he said she just wants to. Yeah, he didn't. Even though that would be the logical thing at that time, my impression was it was a general purpose microfactory.
Okay.
I mean, the car dictated some of the tools.
Okay. Well, hopefully we get a little bit more video from Joe and see how he's doing and what he's doing. So. And
yeah.
Guess we'll talk to you next week.
Okay. I know.
Okay, I forgot to stop recording, so then came back.